The biggest thing, or the biggest bit of advice I can give you here is just take your time. Lay out half a day for this job. It might take longer, it might take less. So pretty much this entire video will just be voiceover, because as I was working on it, I didn't really have time to sort of say what I was doing. So this is the heat insulation, which is also a second layer, which also counts as a sound insulation. If you watch my first video where the blue panels went on, you want a small piece in the middle of a panel and it stops it from rattling, stops it from tinging as loud, and makes the whole cabin quieter. This second layer is is meant for it's meant for thermal insulation, but it also says on the back of it, it's a secondary layer of sound deadening. So this is heat and sound, whereas the blue one is just sound. Okay, glad we got there. So this job, it's a lot more intricate than the sound deadening. You can see with the blue panels, you just throw one in the middle of a panel, job's a good one, done. You're talking in a Transit Custom, the standard short wheelbase L1, whatever we're called. You're talking an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, allow that sort of time, you get it done. When it comes to this second layer, you need to not really leave, you need to sort of cover everything if you can. I found there's two techniques for it. One technique you can see here is where you peel the entire backing off and then you offer the piece in slowly. The problem is it keeps, as soon as it touches the metal, it tacks and tacks. I've cut so much of this video out. The other technique is you put the piece or the thermal insulation in place, you peel the back like I'm doing here from behind, stick the corner in and kind of roll the paper off the back. I'm making it look really easy here. It is not. The biggest thing, or the biggest bit of advice I can give you here is just take your time. Lay out half a day for this job. It might take longer, it might take less. These panels here, with like quite a lot of access in them, are pretty straightforward. These panels here are not. Now I messed up quite a lot here and I learnt from mistakes, and as I went along, as I got onto the other side, the more, it's like anything with the van, the more you do it, especially if you've never done it before, the quicker and more efficient, and you learn a lot as you go. This back section of the van is obviously too skinned. You need to get these pieces in there, and you can see I'm doing the other technique where I peel the backing off. Some of these panels leak through to the other panels at the side, some don't. I think the biggest lesson for this part is cut the pieces small. Get them in there, and if you can, peel the back off while they're in there. You'll see me do one or two where I peel the back off of the piece in and it sticks everywhere. I probably cut out the most annoying, difficult parts because it took absolutely ages. But a lot of it was because I haven't done it before. Big learning curve. I do think if you can get the piece in there and then get the backing off it, get one corner stuck and then just peel along. You'll see me do that when I do the ceiling, the roof. But one of the key points of this is, like I just said before, is covering as much area as you can. The other soundproofing, the blue panels in this example, they're fine, smacked in the middle. You want as least bare metal as possible. Because I actually looked it up and thought, is it okay if I'm a bit rough with it? And it was just like, no, because a piece that's like 10 centimeters square will get condensation on it. So if you're breathing, which most people do, especially at night when they're sleeping, I don't know what I mean by that, people breathe all the time, but when you're in the van at night and you don't have much ventilation, like I don't have any yet, hopefully you do, the breath will get past the wood through every crack, because air's pretty thin and small. It'll touch the metal. Now this is more apparent in winter when the temperature outside is a lot colder than it is inside, but even on a summer's evening the temperature outside will be colder, especially if you're rocking a diesel heater or you're sort of wrapped up in your blanket and you're breathing. So that bit of air, that breath hits the metal, it condenses, condensation forms, and it rolls down into the bottom of the van and sits there and starts to rust and rot. I'm on the other side now by the sliding door. By this point, I've learnt quite a lot. The other side as well seemed to have a lot more wiring in it than this side. So I felt like I had more room to play. This section here, you can see that I've already peeled the back off. and I'm trying to get it into position, and again, I made that look so much easier. It took absolutely ages. There you go, another piece that's got nothing on the back of it. So this, the second you touch anything, it sticks. It really does stick hard. So I'm like, every time, I don't even got the sound on this, I can't remember, but I'm pulling it off, popping it on, pulling it off. And at this point, I'd learned that smaller pieces were easier. And you'll see that I moved the camera to show you the sort of connected jigsaw in here. You can see that that little square piece is there, has just been slotted in. And there's a line between everything, but it's fairly tight. It's not too bad. And you can see that they're touching each other. And then I got a piece across the top. Took ages. I'm not too fussed about the ceiling because I'm going to get it professional, like a wooden slatted ceiling with lighting in it. But I thought I had quite a few sheets left over, so I thought for now, I'll stick a couple up there. This is technique 2, where I've peeled the side. You see where I put my finger there, and then I'll hang it down, peel the backing off, and then peel it and press as I go along. The only problem is with this piece is I don't like the positioning of it. So even though I'm doing it in the way I was doing with the sides, peeling and pressing as I go along, as I get along with the with the positioning, I'm like, nah, that's not quite level, that's not quite square. So I stop and I rip it off, and it's sticky. You got to act fast. You got to get it off as quick as you can because it will stick. I got some of the sticky stuff on the hands as well. It went everywhere. It's quite hard to clean off as well. But yeah, again, not particularly. You'll see it's very. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I'm not really measuring it because this is probably going to come off. But I thought in the short term, an extra bit of sound deadening, an extra bit of heat insulation. I actually went for this option where I put it at the side. You'll see me do this at the back in a second as well, and then just folded it upright. And then I have a paint roller because everyone that was fitting these on YouTube had a tiny little roll they could put a lot of pressure on. I didn't really have that, so I just used a paint roller. I could put some power behind it to roll it out flat. It wasn't too bad. There you go. Putting quite a bit of elbow grease into it to sort of make sure that it doesn't peel off. But it doesn't. Once you've given it the first 5-10 minutes, it just sticks and sticks. I imagine peeling it off now would be really, really difficult. And then on the second bit, you can see those 2 bits of stock soundproofing. You see the cream ones. So I just used them to eyeball this piece. I did the same technique, but I did it long ways. So I've peeled a bit of the paper backwards. I get a purchase. I sort of push it down on this side, cut to the camera where I'm on the other side. In a second, I'm just lining it up very, very basically. And there's only one little thin edge that's exposed. I say go around to the other side, peel it. You've got to do it slowly so you don't leave any, or you get any rips or leave paper behind. But it's quite satisfying when it comes in one piece. Just like that. Yeah, quite a satisfying piece, this one. And then just put it on, and then get the roller on it. Get it level. You see that little middle bump there? Not too bad. Doing the ceiling was pretty easy, like I say. It's probably going to be hit and miss. These bits are underneath the wooden panelling at the side, at the top, single skin bit. Very, very easy. Did that technique again there that I was talking about. It's the better one to go for if you can. It's just when you're in the cavity wall bit, it's hard. And then just to feel like I was making more progress than I was, I put the piece of wood back on as I went along. Same here. I think this was just a whole peel and stick, no problem. As soon as the air got to it, it doubled in size, that. So there should be plenty enough in that one. I say a little roll, it's not a little roll. Sped most of this bit up, to be honest. I stuffed way too much in at first, thinking, oh, the more the merrier, I've got a massive roll here, stuff it all in. But that's not the case. I actually went inside, had a brew here, did a bit of Googling, and the way it works is you need to trap air in between it, so you have to actually rough it and fluff it. The bit you can see me putting in here, I did put 2 layers in, but nowhere near as tightly packed as this, because this technically wouldn't do the job. So I probably took it back out again. You can really see this. And you can see me sort of ripping it and fluffing it in the middle. I'm doing it quite a lot there, just ruffling it up because it needs air to be trapped inside it. And I basically just, every bit of cavity I could, up the back post, across the top, across the double doors at the back. Anywhere I could fit it, I put it in. Just got to take those little plugs. That goes on the back and the bottom of the door. That one to go there. This one to go there. And this one to go here. Let's get cracking. And then we just finished by putting all these panels back on. Didn't lose any of the clips, put them all back in. Was quite happy, quite impressed with myself that I didn't lose any, or I didn't break any. And these panels will obviously be coming off and being carpeted when the carpeting is being professionally done not by me, because a 4-way stretch carpet looks very, very difficult to do well. One left. So that's as far as I'm going to go for now. We've got underfloor insulation, sound deadening, heat and sound deadening, and then insulation. And I haven't taken the back door panels off. I've left them. I've taken the extra wood that's on top of the sort of forward wood, as I call it, because it was a bit scratty. Now when I get it carpeted, well, I'm going to insulate the arches myself. Then when I get it carpeted, I imagine they'll take them panels off, 4-way stretch carpet them, and then put them back on. So all the metal you can see now will be carpeted, and so will the wood. Ah, there's one missing from over there as well. There must be another one. Oh no. Oh no. So I reckon I'm at the stage now where I can do the old mattress and a bucket. Much to Steve's amusement, he thinks having a mattress in the back of a van's very dodgy. It does sound it when you put it that way, but it's not, honestly. But it is warm in here now. It's a warm day. But yeah, I'm happy with what I've done. And when I get it professionally carpeted, they might say, who the heck insulated this van? They've done a bad job. And at that point, I might get them to do it again. But we'll see. You know, first time that I've ever done it, so I think I did a reasonable job. It's definitely warm. The big thing is to see if it's warm when it's not sunny. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now, and thanks for watching.
And then you've got your Stu Grace with that flipping booming noise. Holy crap.